Grand Rising family. I just got back from our walk in the woods and I felt like I needed to address something because somebody had commented on one of my posts. When you're ready, the Bible says that we were born into sin. I don't believe that. I believe that a lot of the texts that are available to us have been changed in such a way that makes us feel like we're trash, less than, gives you a limiting belief of what humans actually are. I don't subscribe to that idea. I did a lot of research into religion, spiritual knowledge, things like this. Um, and I came to learn that the Bible and the church and all that was created by the Roman Catholic Church, which actually it is kind of distorting the actual true message of love, light, and unity. It puts people in a box of belief that they have to live this life a certain way, and that's the only way that there is to enter heaven. But I believe that everyone has their own path to reaching the Most High. It's the same source consciousness. There is no, I mean, there might be different gods on a lower level, but there's only one creator of everything. The lower level entities and, the things they call demons, everything is necessity. We have been taught fear. And when you think about it, nature, we're not meant to rule over nature. We're meant to be in harmony with nature. And once you yourself are in harmony with your life, and that's kind of what religion doesn't do for me, or I think anybody else. It keeps us divided. Like if you don't believe this, you're not going to my heaven. Well, we each have our own heaven. It's a place of consciousness. And if you're living a good, positive life, spreading the love and light of the Most High, you're not going to tell me that I'm going to go to hell because I don't believe the same things you do. That I don't believe that Jesus came and was a blood sacrifice. I don't think blood sacrifice is a necessity. I believe that that's something of the dark ages that people misunderstood. And it's all drawn out of fear. There's only two actual emotions, fear or love. I mean, there's different aspects and different branches on each of them, but just like light and dark, there's fear or love. And today I choose love. And I know a lot of the things that we're taught about this realm have us in fear, but we're not this body. We're an eternal spirit that is just living this life, We're, I believe, sent to learn what we can about ourselves and the planet and try to raise the vibration to love, acceptance, community. And that's what's missing in today's spiritual religions. The, rigid ones anyway. Rigid ideas give you no room for growth. And if you already have a set belief that you have to believe, you fit the things that you're seeing into that belief instead of actually seeing what is truly there. When we limit our beliefs, like, oh no, I don't believe in aliens, or, oh, I don't know what is possible. I think anything is possible. It's a mental construct that we live in. When we harness our thoughts in a positive way and can keep them on something positive and start working, in the physical towards that, there's no way you won't get there. I mean, more will be revealed. I'll let you know, but I mean, when I made up my mind, like I was allowing my pain to affect my actions and using it as an excuse to, numb my emotions. And when I was numbing my emotions, it was like a roller coaster I was on, and I couldn't get a stability. I didn't have any stable base. I was just up and down, and I was counting on other people to tell me where center was. And when we do that, it's just a lot of confusion and fear. I was living in constant fear then, but I didn't realize it until I like got out of it. I couldn't see, like the fish can't see the water it swims in. You have to get outside of your mind to actually look at yourself from the outside, because you are not the thinker. You're the observer watching the thoughts. We are the soul. This is a construct that we are playing. We're playing a role. I didn't like the role I was playing before, so I'm changing it. I want to learn the real, truth of the spiritual war that's going on in this world, and I know that it's real. We have to choose a positive polarity or basically ourself. We can choose to be selfish and just get it all for us, or we can choose to give back, the things that the world so freely gave to us, and that allowed us to think bigger than the previous ideas that we were living in before. And that's why reading books and, actually trying to understand ideas that don't agree with yours is very important, to understand somebody else from a background that is completely different than yours is a great gift that I found out not everyone has. But I love people that are different than me. People are interesting. They're very interesting to me. And I love people. And I want to use what I have gone through in the past to make my surroundings better, and I will continue to try to do that each and every day, no matter, what I'm doing, be it at work or in recovery, wherever it is. When you're being a positive, uplifting person who is living in their truth and light, I mean, it'll aggravate some people, but it'll also help other people to try to move themselves into those places. And that's where the good stuff is. That's what we're here to do. That's the only way we learn, is from watching other people, and asking questions, seeking information that you might not have had previously, but it can open up a new paradigm and a new awareness to ideas that are bigger than you might have had before. And that's what life's all about: growing, learning, expanding our consciousness. And it's only when we expand our consciousness, learning something new, creating something new every day, that we are in the flow with the universe. And that's exactly where I want to be. And getting back out into nature helps give me the juice that I need to sit down and write, what my book or my poem or my journal entry. I need to get that out of me and onto paper. And everybody's feelings are valid. Whatever you went through, it's valid. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Value your experiences and thank them for what they have taught you. And move on. If they weren't positive, we don't have to keep revisiting them over and over and over and sitting in that same energy. We can feel it and understand that, okay, that might happen again, but it might not. It might be the only time you'll ever come across that negative experience, because every negative experience is something you can learn something about yourself within you, or maybe help someone else with something. I don't know. Every experience is different. But today I choose to, expand my horizons and instead of staying stuck in the limiting ideas and beliefs that I might have thought were the only truth there is, because that's not a thing. There's unlimited fractal patterns of truth in this realm. We are constantly creating more information in this realm. On the other side, it all comes from the other side too, from the source, constant. And that's all things, everything, always. Like, in the beginning was the Word. If that's the case, then what was there to, create everything with? Whatever God is why every atom is conscious, because it is the matter of God. That is everything around you. We are living in the consciousness of the Most High. I mean, that's the way I look at it. And I keep him in my heart. We're anamorphizing God, because it's an energy and it's bigger than our human brain could ever understand. And those religious texts are just the human brain trying to comprehend something that is beyond all our comprehension and understanding. You can feel it in your heart, but you can't find the words to describe what is source consciousness. You can only feel it. But once you do, a lot of things become clear. And it took me a while, even after my NDE, and going to the other side and realizing that things are not what we have been taught to believe they are. They really aren't, and that led me to the question, well, did they purposefully mislead us to keep us dumbed down and in our, lower vibrational, lower emotional states? That's something that you have to make your own decisions on. I tend to think they did. And, when I look at the societies and the governments of the past, I don't want to say too much on it, because I stay in my light and love. I'm not here to change, political arenas. I'm here to change emotional and family arenas, mainly, my children's, I hope. And, I get frustrated sometimes because things aren't moving. 15:15, I just saw it on the timer. I don't know what it means, but I get frustrated because things aren't moving as fast as I want them to. And then I have to remind myself, all I have is the now. I don't want to spend my now in regret, in, resentment, any of it. I want to spend the now in gratitude, in, compassion, and an open heart that lets my soul connect to the grid that is Mother. I don't know how to explain it. When we open our heart and our awareness to connect, and we know that we are a part of everything, and that everybody has a place, we're all meant to be here, it's a little bit easier. It was for me. It was easier for me to try to find where I fit in now that I'm healing and I'm moving past my traumatic experience into my healing, and then it'll, progress into my thriving. It's all a process. We can't get to one without going through the other. So if you're going through something, just remember you won't be able to get to the other side without getting through it. The only way through to the end, and there is no end, it's all the journey. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy. You are learning. You're doing the best you can. Give yourself the grace that you deserve. I love you. Everybody be so blessed. We went and walked in the woods this morning. Rachi's knocked out. She actually walked the whole way. I'm so proud of her. She needs to get her little chub. We both need to get out and exercise. It makes us feel so much better, when you get out and connect to Source. Because that's what nature is. It's Source. We are all connected to a bigger, higher energy. And when you start seeing that your emotions create your surroundings, you prioritize your peace a lot more. Anyway, be blessed. I love you guys. Peace.